So who subjects her kids to made-up versions of Mary Poppins-themed songs as she cruises around LA? None other than Britney Spears. Well, I sure hope they don't hold it against her.
Now the Hot Hits LAX is all about bringing you all the latest news and goss. And one way to unearth all of this is to find yourself a cozy spot on the red carpet and let the celebs come to you. That is exactly what we did at the Hollywood premiere of Jack the Giant Slayer. Check it out. Starring Nicholas Hoult as young farmhand Jack and Eleanor Tomlinson as the princess he must rescue, Jack the Giant Slayer is the new 3D adventure film based on the children's fairy tale, Jack and the Beanstalk. It hits Australian cinemas March 21, but it already looks like a winner. It opened up as the top-grossing film in the US box office this weekend. The movie was shot in some spectacular locations, so who better to speak to about it than the leading man himself?
Hampton Court, we shot there. We shot in Norwich Cathedral. We had some really great locations, which they transformed into this kind of mythical old English country.
The thing where they do the stuff and they take you back in time.
Yeah, they did some great stuff with that.
Yes.
And then they made some giants and stuff and threw those in there as well. It was a real treat.
What a challenge, what a role, you know, and to get to work with Brian and Nick and everyone else, it was just amazing. I can't believe I'm here. It's my first time in LA and I'm having a ball.
Now, we are talking kids' fairy tales, so I wanted to know from the director Brian Singer what was his favourite fairy tale growing up. But I got a little bit more than I bargained for.
You know, they keep asking me that, and I can't. I don't know. I don't remember.
Will
being
Xavier walk this time? That's all they want to know.
The only time it's perfectly acceptable to be interrupted by an interview. Did you see that? It's Patrick Stewart.
Of course, if you don't recognise him, Patrick Stewart is from X-Men fame, of which Brian is also the director.
The new X-Men's coming about. We've seen the new shots of the wheelchair.
Yeah, those are the ones I tweeted, or the old wheelchairs.
Not the new ones?
No, the new ones are going to be very special. I'm excited to have Patrick back. I'm excited to be able to work with Nick again and in the X-Men universe.
He was a beast in the last one and will be again. And this one, he's the hero. Obviously, are you prepping him up to be like the savior of mankind?
Eventually, I think that's what he's bound for. You know, just look at him. Looks like a savior.
I just spoke to Brian. He says he's excited to have you back on board for the next X-Men series. When's that filming?
Isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. He's prepping at the moment. I just received the script this morning. I haven't read yet. But he seems really pumped about it, and I'm looking forward to working with him again.
It's the beast. You have to get all hairy.
Yeah, back as a beast.
There you have it, Sue Hollywood. We're at the red carpet premiere for Jack the Giant Slayer and ended up getting dirt on the new X-Men movie. But of course, no LA red carpet would be complete without an American actor putting on an awfully bad Aussie accent.
Nice to meet you. Cheers. Fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum. Let me get Shimper on the Barbie as well.
No, don't do that. Don't. What?
No, exactly.
That's for tourists.
You ready, JT?
New BFFs Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake have officially announced they'll tour North America together this year. This is off the back of JT's first new release in 6 years, of course, Suit and Tie featuring Jay-Z. But something tells us that Jay-Z's former touring partner, Kanye, he won't be making an appearance. In fact, the outspoken rapper hit the stage and seemed a little bitter about Jay moving on.
Remind me again who's the original Superfly. And I can love a hoe when I ain't with that suit and tie.
No word yet as to when Jay-Z and JT will make their way down to Australia, but you can check out thehothits.com. We'll be the first with all the details.
Earlier in the show, I caught up with the crew at the Cinema Makeup School in downtown LA. And now that I've moved to Hollywood, they suggested I need a new look.
Think cheese from another planet.
I love cheese. I love space. This can be good. Good? More like sitting in the chair for 5 hours as they pulled, plastered and painted me with all sorts of glue and goo. Maybe we don't give our Hollywood actors enough credit because this was hard work. But in the end, it was all worth it. Enter Rat Queen. And what good was getting all dressed up and having nowhere to go? I thought I would hail a cab and head back to Beverly Hills to share my new look.
What does a girl have to do to get a cab around here, huh?
The bus?
Did I get on the bus?
Whoa, that was cool.
Ah, look at you! I just don't think Hollywood's very friendly. You know? No, stop. Okay, cool. Enough. That's all we have time for here on the Hot Hits LAX. It's been an absolute pleasure showing you around. On next week's show, we touch base with G.I. Joe himself, Bruce Willis, and talk another kind of LA dive-by with the cast of Modern Family.
We did a drive-by of Victoria and David Beckham, and it was just like, oh my God, David, look who it is.
And I also learned what it takes to be a stunt double for some of the biggest films in the business.
Yeah, now remember, you can stay in touch with everything that is going on in the world of entertainment at thehothits.com. You can drop in and say what up, and let us know what you'd like to see on the show.
Until then, from the Hot Hits LAX team, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week at 6:30. See you later.